What's going on, guys? This is Adib, and today I want to talk to you about something that we all experience from time to time. It happens when we are performing a specific task, and all of a sudden, our mind, our body, and our spirit is in sync. We start to perform at our highest peak. There's nothing around us that can stop us. We feel like we were meant to do this thing at this moment. We are operating efficiently more than we ever could imagine, and it came out of nowhere. We often call this feeling as being in the zone, in the flow, in the groove, in the moment, on a roll. We hear people describe athletes like this. Oh, he was on fire. There's nothing anybody could do to stop her. But it doesn't only apply to physical tasks. It can apply to anything we choose, and sometimes things we didn't choose. I've heard several accounts of people that were in a situation where they had to lift a heavy object off of their loved one, and they summoned up superhuman strength and became temporary masters or superheroes, and they're lifting up cars to save their loved one because they saw no other choice. Now, most of the time, when we fall into the zone, it doesn't happen on an extreme level. It happens because it's something that we've been practicing, preparing for years, months, weeks, and all of a sudden, a divine spark happens, and next thing you know, we're in this zone. Everything seems to slow down. We feel like we are meant to be here. We are performing at our peak. I've seen it from time to time. I've seen coworkers that struggle with new programs for months on the job, and all of a sudden, for one day, they become the master. They're teaching us how to do things that we didn't even know how to do, and they struggle forever. I've seen a friend of mine I went to school with. He could barely write a sentence. And for whatever reason, he wrote this one paper, and he outscored everyone in the entire class. He was in the zone. I've seen it in my own life. I love to get on the treadmill and run. I love to put my tablet up there with a book and jog and just read. It makes me feel good. It feels like I'm building my endurance, strengthening my muscles, feeding my brain. I just feel like I'm on top of the world. It makes me feel successful during and afterwards. But I struggle. I struggle sometimes just getting to the treadmill. Sometimes I struggle the whole time while I'm on there. I usually do about 2-3 miles depending on how I feel. But every now and again, without warning, without me even realizing it's about to happen, I fall into the zone. I look up and I've been running for 5, 6, 7 miles, and I don't even feel it. I feel like I can keep on going. And the only reason why I end up stopping is because there's something I need to go do, or maybe my muscles are actually failing because they're not used to running that long. But I'm not tired though. I was in the zone. I was on fire. Now you may be wanting to ask me, or you should be asking me, how do I get in the zone? How do I stay in the zone? Well, for one thing, you need to know that anybody could be in the zone. It's not just for athletes. It's not just for rich people. It's not just for people that know how to hustle. It's for everybody. We are all capable of going into the zone anytime we want. So just knowing that, being aware of that fact, that's one. Two, we have to understand that when we're in the zone, we are happy. We feel good. Make that basic connection that being in the zone makes me feel good. It's a natural high. We tend to gravitate toward things that make us feel good. Talk about it, speak about it, think about it. I want to feel good. I want to go into that zone where I'm unstoppable, where I'm on top of the world. And three, we have to clear our mind. In order for us to go to that extra creative level, that higher frequency where the zone is, in that groove, we have to have the crap off of our mind. We have to have a clear head. How do we clear our head? We got to write stuff down. Now, this is a whole nother video right there. Write things down. I don't care if you got to write down, drink a glass of water. Write it down. Get it off of your mind. Make room for the most important things. We fill our head with foolishness that we could be using that space for something way higher, for a higher purpose. I'm not saying the things that you have to do aren't important, but we don't need them on the top of our head. Write them down. Put it on paper. Put it in place. I heard a quote before where it says that if you want something new, you have to make room for it. And we definitely want to be in the zone as much as possible, because when we are there, we are living our life at our highest peak. We are here for a reason, and when we get into that zone, when we are operating on that level, we understand what life is all about, pure happiness and bliss. I hope that this message helps somebody. Thank you for listening. Please tune in for the next message. If you have any questions, any concerns, anything, write me back, call me back, whatever, communicate with me the same way you got this message. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.